How's everybody doing? The TOS Podcast is back. I am Tmorgg, and I'm joined tonight by some beautiful young lads here in the call. I've got Mr. Boomer, Mr. Kover is one of our special guests tonight. We've got Oz, Hotbox, the God, and K1llaghost is also making a special appearance. So, gentlemen, how we feeling?
Feeling fucking good. Got some OGs on the podcast tonight.
I'm asleep.
You're asleep? Oh, fair enough. I'm vibing. These are the guests I requested, so I'm happy about it.
I'm at work doing my fucking rounds right now, chilling.
Gotta secure the perimeter.
Check your corners. But no, we had some absolute smoke show matches this week. Like it was good for a lot of people and terrible for a lot of others because it was all 3-0s.
4 games, 9 maps. Nobody on the losing side took a single one.
And Rony Nip's got a forfeit. They're on the board, baby.
Fucking go.
Is there a world where I can lose next week and they make playoffs?
Yeah, there's a world.
Playoffs?
I mean, there is.
There is.
Wait,
That's
is
a
there,
real.
is there a way where both of us can make playoffs or no?
No, so
No.
if you lose to them next
okay.
week, you're not making playoffs.
You guys actually play for this playoff spot.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
actually crazy.
Ripped Legion fights in the Shitter Bowl almost every season.
No.
And
Ripped
turn.
Esports fights in the Shitter Bowl every season. It's only ever since the Legion merged with you shit cans.
Yeah, I just want to put it on record that I blame this voodoo on Ven. The OWL has never had a subpar 500 season in its history. So, Ven, that is your fault.
I also blame our bad luck on Ven. That guy, he inadvertently hosed me a lot through giving me his bad luck by playing under him. I don't really know how it works, but it's just happened. It's been happening for like a year and a half now. I don't care to change it though. It's all I know. But I don't know. We've made finals like 2 or 3 times, despite going like 1-6 most seasons. So I'll take it.
You always get blessed brackets and fucking crazy forfeits.
I know. Okay, there have been a couple times we've made it on our own before, but you're right. lots of times it's 3 forfeits.
You made it on your own through blessed brackets and forfeits.
I had a Wally in Cold War. Okay.
I guess the only...
Yeah, and then he quit on you in grand finals.
Yeah,
That's
then
crazy.
he hoed me real hard. I'm not gonna lie.
You hear that, Wally? You're a bitch.
You think he listens to this?
He actually does. He DM'd me about it.
Does he actually? Oh.
Yeah.
Did he tell you
Yeah,
how
he said he
garbage
usually go
it
to
was?
sleep.
Oh, well, at least he's listening to it.
Yeah, well, you can listen to this. Get fucked.
I think he listens to
shit
it just so
can.
he can troll us.
Fucking merchant.
You guys see him in chat last night on stream? He was like, no predictions. Fuck this channel. Worst streamers ever. I'm convinced he only watches so he can continually do things like that to us.
It's not right.
He needs something in his sad little life.
Either way.
Yeah, I think the only surprising 3-0, I guess, was the one-shot SPC game. I thought that was probably going to go Game 4 or Game 5, but I guess they just...
Sure. I mean, if you ask somebody in this call, they'll say they're not fucking surprised.
Okay,
Yeah, let me get the reins on this. 'Cause I gotta get something off my chest. Boomer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some respect on our S&D, brother, because you always say we're gonna lose the S&D.
Dude, you literally told me inside of the CGI chat one time that you guys have that's your worst mode. You guys have told me that.
It is. It is, but still.
See?
It's their worst
So
mode, and yet they still only lost 3 maps all season.
If there's another solid team, I'm gonna pick you guys to lose the SND. I don't know. You guys had a sub. You guys had a sub though, did you not? How was that mythical guy? I didn't get to see that game.
Yeah, he's one of Swag's and Drafty's boys. They went to a LAN with Morph, I think, the Boston one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they know each other pretty well.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing. He filled in well.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Was he playing for
overperforming, but
Yeah, he was playing for Sleep. Sleep got into like a little fender bender. He's doing good though.
I saw that. He's okay though.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Okay, that's good.
Oh,
I saw that picture. That was rough.
A little more than.
But
a
yeah,
fender
even
bender.
Yeah, Fender Bender's pretty
yeah,
light.
it was pretty bad, but he got out, pretty unscathed. So
It's good.
Technically, the fender was bent, so.
True.
And the rest of the engine, but
but
You gotta
yeah,
bend the fender first.
me and Drafty were doing vetoes, and even we thought it was gonna go game 5. So
telling me over here to put respect on it, and you guys also thought it was gonna go the distance.
the HP was real close, man. Like it was back and
well.
forth. I gotta give them all the respect because it was real close, except for the control. But the S&D and the HP were really close.
In all fairness, that was actually Windmill's on last week. He was even talking about that. He said, like, I think these are the two best teams, us and them. And he said, I think it'll be close, but someone's going to win, and then that's going to, like, show it. He said that last week when he was on.
I think, honestly, the only reason we won is, like, Swag went, like, insane.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he went crazy.
He took over that search and destroy.
He just took over the series in general. The kid is very, very good at Call of Duty.
Yeah, but I was just telling them not to, don't underestimate these guys because I know they've been like, kind of playing everybody and joking around and shit. But I told them these guys are serious, so they kind of took it a little bit more serious.
You get MILF Hunters next week. So another tough
that's another one I told them they gotta
that...
watch out for because me and Swag team with Mills, so he should know how good Mills is. And then Fish and what's the new guy
Bendy.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah,
but my bad. They also have a previous beef with Giants in another league, so it's gonna be fun to watch.
Who doesn't have beef with Giants at this
I'm
point?
pretty sure. I think that most people do, as long as they've interacted with them.
Giants is equivalent to 2003 50 Cent at this point. It's against the whole industry.
Yeah. That's definitely one of those weird teams where, like, MILF Hunters, like, they don't always seem like they should be the best, but they just pull shit out of their ass, dude. It's wild. But yeah. I say you guys definitely have. You guys got your some of your more tough matches at the end there. Anyways, though, moving on from that shit show last night.
ESGC 3-0 fucking vibe.
Yep, which is not too surprising given that they had two substitutes, especially because it was Dak and Zenny who were missing some of their stronger players.
And
that was a tough one.
Not much to say there, honestly.
No Zenny, no Winnie.
For real.
Yeah, that might have been the DoorDash challenge game.
It was
right there.
Honestly, if that S&D didn't go round 11, that would have been like the fastest in and out series.
And
well, maybe other than our next one, Ripped Legion versus Alley Cats.
Kover, talk your shit. Break that game down. That just happened maybe 30 minutes ago.
Pretty quick game.
I don't even know what to break down. Moja's been on vacation for the last 2 weeks. We haven't spawned into MW2 at all. That was our first match, and I mean, DoorDash, 40 minutes, we were gone. What happened, Boomer?
What happened? I told Morph before anybody was in the lobby. I'd like to know. I said, Morph, if you guys don't 3-0 us, I'm gonna start doubting how good you really are. I told him that before we loaded in. And then
Confidence is at all-time high.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just I'd expect much good.
To be fair, we have a negative record in this league, so
I'm actually a little bit surprised with that. A little bit surprised.
Yeah, it's been a lot of game 5s.
In all fairness, we haven't won a single game.
No.
Got one.
No, we didn't win it.
I mean, oof. You won it, right? You remember you won it.
We have a win on our record.
That counts.
Speaking of, the Roni Nips have a win.
That's true.
Same way.
In normal Roni Nips fashion, their 2 wins in the last 2 seasons have both been a forfite.
I guess the Shitter Bowl's going to be on stream next week. That's the late game.
I think Nips actually have a chance to take 7th seed.
Wait, did you say that they're on stream next week?
We'll move them. Do you want the Shitter Bowl on stream? It's either that or
Absolutely.
BSGC versus Alley Cat. So if Kover wants his camera time,
Nah,
I'd be more than
You don't
happy.
need to see that.
No,
We need to
Shitter
see
Bowl
Ronnie
goes on
Nips.
stream.
Yes.
That is
Go diver
actually
jam.
a tradition. Every season we have a
Let's go.
Shitter Bowl. And we put it on stream.
Y'all better beat the Roni Nips,
That actually-
man. You have to beat the Roni Nips, or like,
It is-
you'll never
What?
hear the end of it.
One, it's a tradition, and two, Running Nips also haven't gotten a lot of stream time.
Yeah.
I would say especially with BSGC last night, because we
Yeah.
had to, since they forfeited, they got that slot. Yeah.
But we do have MILF Hunters versus One Shot on stream. That's gonna be a. Fucking
That'll be
good-
a solid game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a banger.
At least it should be.
Bendy
expect
versus
good games.
Swag Check. I don't know, man.
Bendy versus Swag. Mills versus Drafty. Who's up next?
Fish
Fish
versus
ver-
whoever they load up with.
Fish versus Show, and then Giants unfortunately has to fight whoever the random fourth is, whether it be Mischief, Sleep, or Mythical, or who else do you guys have? Sensei? Is he on your guys' bench?
Sensei.
Yeah.
Nah,
Giants.
well, Sensei's like retired for now, so I don't
And
think Vinny.
Bring him back.
I don't even think Vinny plays anymore. So
Giants has to
That's why
swear
we need
against
him.
someone. That's all I
He
know.
hung it up.
yeah, it doesn't matter who he'll lose.
Maybe we'll see Vinny come
Bring him in.
in.
I'm down to see it. And then after that, we go into playoffs, correct?
Yeah.
yeah,
Get this shit done with.
2-week single limb. You're gonna get the fucking quarters and semis done on the week 1, and then you'll have finals week 2, and the week after that, it's Cold War time. Rewind League is back.
Yep. We're going right into it. No breaks.
Nice.
No off season. No nothing.
Nice,
Everybody's got
nice.
to be grinding.
How many teams think you'll have for Rewind League?
We're trying
How
to
do-
cap it at 8, so it's a better number. So
You want to cap it? I thought we were just trying to cap it at like an even number.
no, it's gotta be like 8. I don't fucking know. You gotta ask Tom. He does the mathematics, and there's a good number. I know 8's
We'll
a good
definitely
number.
get 8, I think.
No, we
I
can
think
we
we'll
can
get
100% get 8 teams. That's
We'll
for
definitely-
I think
Yeah.
10 would work too. Essentially, I wanted to have
Yeah.
like going back to when we had pool play instead of this fucking big season we had. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's a good, and we're trying to keep it to a 5-week season as well, so nothing too long.
Hmm.
You don't want it to bleed
Yeah.
into MW3.
No.
Nope, we're not doing that again. We almost had. Did we have that with the Cold War season
We
last
did.
year?
We did.
Yeah, we had it for like a week or two. It bled in. We made a very strong point. Essentially, we had different staff discussing. Some people believed that people would still want to play it because the game would be so new, and other of us said, "Fuck no, the game's coming out," and we ended up doing it anyway.
Tough.
That was and that was a very we had quite a few. I'm not gonna say arguments, but like disagreements about that, and with various people in league planning at the time. We ended up doing it anyway, but obviously, then we can now prove, don't do that.
We're never doing that again.
Yeah.
How
I feel
was
like the
it?
Cold War.
Very short season.
I feel like the Cold War passion is high. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, my bad. I was gonna ask how was it the last time you guys like caster wise and
Okay,
stuff
so
like that.
last time we did it, it was only our second season, and unfortunately, we actually had even less staff than we
It
did
was
the
just
first season.
me,
So it was-
Boomer, and Ven most of the
Yeah.
time.
So it was hard. It was definitely like hard on us to run and everything, and that was also the first time we ever did 2 streams a week. So we were playing.
No,
Fridays.
actually, we
Wait,
only
was
did that for the first season. We stopped doing that for Cold War. It was only Mondays.
Wait, didn't we? I thought we've done that
No.
twice. I thought we
No,
did it.
we did it
Vanguard
again, and
Oh.
we did it again in MW for the first.
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
for Vanguard and the first MW, it was Monday and Fridays,
Okay.
which was a total shit show. And then
I remember that.
Cold War, it was still a shit show. I'm not
It wa-
gonna
I will-
sugarcoat it. It was still pretty scuffed at that point.
I will say for Cold War though, like as far as everything, we actually like up until the later half, like we didn't have too many flakes. Like as far as the team stuff, for the most part, the players were fine. It was more like our end that was struggling because we didn't have like the capability as much. It was more like we just had to put in a lot more work. And then that was also when we were doing like the you sign up and then we draft you as well. And then there was some
Yeah.
We've had some people who we have since then banned from being able to like quote unquote run a team in our league because of those first 2 seasons. They fucked us up multiple times. Won't get into it. But
Yeah, we've had people straight up banned from being in the league. They can still be in the server, just not allowed to sign up at all.
That's true. There's a couple people that we won't allow at all just because they flaked that much. Because they're like people that we knew for a long time. We weren't expecting that, but then it's whatever. I will say, like, shy of those, like the passion was there, the matches were fine, this and that. It was a lot more just like of the, I guess the league like run stuff. Like it was harder on us, I should say. So this time through, I imagine it'll like, given how it was last season and then we still managed, I imagine this time through it won't be. It'll be pretty solid.
So
yeah, I'm excited to cast some Cold War.
Yeah, I want to watch. I can't wait to watch. I'll miss seeing some checkmate S&D and shit.
Wait, S&D? We're definitely not doing that.
Isn't that out of rotation?
Yeah. Definitely. I'm petitioning for Slums to be in.
We're running. We actually discussed that recently. We've discussed changing up the map set a bit. That way, people actually do have new content because obviously we've been playing Cold War for this long. So you might see a map in there too that may not have been in the CDL rotation.
I like Slums.
Maybe a couple changes here and there. Yeah, we've talked about it.
Are you gonna bring back Crossroads?
I don't think that's coming back yet.
Oh my god!
It'll be fun as hell to watch, but I imagine it's gonna be hell to play.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite HP maps, bro.
It's a great pub map.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. When Apocalypse first came out, I actually didn't like it as much as Crossroads. I thought it was a worse map at first, and it just took time for us. It took time for it to be like learned, and then I was like, okay, it's not so bad. But like when it first came out, I thought it was a shit map. I really did.
Y'all remember Moscow Control?
Oh my god, yeah.
That
one will not be making a return.
That was chalked.
They actually changed the They changed where the control points were from that mistake.
Really?
Oh, did they really?
From the initial launch of Control to they changed the control points. It's just pros didn't test it out again, so no one tried it again, and no one's playing pub Control. If you are, you need to get a firm grip.
And also, I mean, they had 3 maps at that point, so they didn't really bother to play another one.
Yeah.
They had 3 control maps, so it was kind of whatever.
Yeah. One of them was Checkmate, though.
I didn't mind Checkmate Control.
The only good control map we've had since BO4 has been not Checkmate, Raid. Raid is so perfect that a fucking game mode made 10 years after the map was designed plays best on it out of any fucking map in the game.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of triple raids in this Cold War.
I don't mind that. Hotel sucks, but triple raid is great.
Nah, I agree. It's a classic.
I want to see triple raid, slum, standoff. That's the map set for every week of the season.
Did they ever put Yemen back in the game? Wasn't that leaked at one point?
I don't think they did.
I don't know. I know there's BO1 maps in Cold War. I don't think Yemen did, though. What you know?
They put Jungle in this game.
Jungle's in there. WMD's in there. There might be some What's up?
Jungle's awful.
Oh, Jungle's horrible, and Jungle Flooded in BO4 was an even worse version of it, and I don't understand how they could have made that.
WMD's S&D might be fun.
I was thinking there's a couple. Changing the respawns is going to be a little hard. There's a little room for improvement, maybe adding and taking away like one map and hard point and control. There's a few S&D things we could change though. We did talk about that as well. There's a 5-man chat with like some of like the people who make more decision. I guess I don't want to say make more decisions, but like are more like involved, and we've talked about like more ambitious stuff like that, like changing stuff around, because it's like we don't want to show everybody the same thing, It's like we've ran a Cold War season before. Everybody's done it. Everybody's played it in between. There's been 8 squads everywhere. It's like at this point we're just recycling the same shit over and over again, and that's why people quit, because it's just the same thing. Give them something different. It's not playing a new game, but it's also not the same thing they've been doing.
Executive order. Checkmate Search and Destroy is back in the game, baby.
Yep, we're taking out.
Smokes are allowed.
Executive order. The checkmate is actually. I'll allow checkmate back in and take Miami out.
Actually,
Say
you
Miami
know what?
Strike.
No bullshit. I wouldn't be.
I would actually be
Miami
down to
Strike
watch
Hardpoint.
Miami Strike Hardpoint.
I wonder if Miami Strike Control would play in ED.
No.
I don't
No,
know.
too
Hey,
small.
why do you
Too
say?
That'd
small.
be so fast.
Too small. Hardpoint of the map's actually not the worst.
That's a good
Yeah.
map. It's a very good map.
Which is crazy because it exists inside of another map.
Yes.
That's how
Do we
fun it is. What was that, Killa? Sorry.
I was gonna say, do we have like any leaked rosters or anything for Kover?
Yeah, there's one
Yeah,
I can
there's-
give you. I can give you one roster.
Couple that have been made.
We're leaking now.
Tom tried making a
Intel,
roster
Intel.
only to figure
I'm-
out that he couldn't make it.
I'll just
I'm
let you
gonna
know
reveal
that
mine.
the Cold War Grinders are back. That's the first team.
Dude, at this point, you can't even call them the Grinders anymore because now everybody else is
That's-
also playing it.
What are-
Hey,
what-
they
what-
still have a 2-year leg up.
Congratulations,
James-
Moosey, on winning Cold War
That's
Season
James
2.
Lucy.
James, Moosey, Utopian, and Cookie.
Yes,
Yeah.
and congrats
And
to them. Bravo.
They're like
Yeah.
that good that we gonna give them the chip already?
Nah,
Nah.
I will.
dude,
Nah.
2 years of knowledge get you. 2
Phil
years of
Fick's like,
knowledge
nah,
can
I'm
get
good.
you whatever you want. If you're getting gunned, you're getting gunned, and there's some fierce competition now. I know the guy. I know the guys they were playing in their 8s chords. It's safe to say, all gunny, no brain. I can
I
say that
know.
guaranteed.
I can reveal my team real quick.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Drop
Yeah,
it.
it's
live on the podcast.
it's Swag, of course. His duo
Who?
Drafty. Swag Drafty. I think Mythical and Sovereign are gonna be on the bench. Then we got one of their boys. I'll tell you right now. His name is Sir Charles.
Sir Charles.
Yeah,
Shout out
Drafty
to the
got
king.
him, and we signed probably one of the goats of Cold War. We got Wally as our fourth.
Whoa.
Good luck.
Shit.
Oof.
Whoa.
Guy
yeah,
lost
that's
me
the
grand
big-
finals last season.
That's the big. That was the big reveal there, Wally. I'm hoping he
Damn.
could carry us. You know, the young guns. He got a
Yeah, I
couple of
was
young
hoping
guns
too.
around him.
If somebody's carrying Swag and Drafty, you have a problem.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Well,
he
you
can,
have a merchant.
IGL
That's a
him, man.
better. That's a much better word.
I needed him, man.
No, that team's
Yeah,
nasty as
You
fuck.
You gotta think. Swag and Drafty were like barely out of elementary school when Cold War came out, so they could use.
Yeah, exactly.
like.
Oof.
They definitely have the gunny. I've seen them in other leagues play Cold War, but I definitely needed that IGL, so I had to pick up Wally.
Is Wally starting or is he just on your guys' sub spot?
No, he's definitely starting.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think he's gonna be the main AR.
That would make sense. Don't put that man
I
on
see.
anything else.
Yeah, then Swag Flex, and then Drafting. I think the other guy, I forgot his name already. As the SMG.
Sovereign or the King? Which one?
The
Sir
guy-
Charles.
Sir Charles. Yeah, there you go.
I'm fucking happy you're bringing more new people to the league. The more
Yeah, I
the
know.
merrier.
We're always happy to see new faces.
Yeah, so we're hoping that team's gonna be good.
Kover's back too.
Yep, I'm back
Yeah.
with Jimbo Lau, Neji, and looking to sign one more.
Okay,
D.
okay.
I know
that's a good
this guy.
shout.
I know this
Rick,
guy
you might
called
be back.
Italian
No, you guys used to
BNT.
play too. Yeah. Italian BNT.
Yeah, he's actually pretty fucking gross. Guy like literally never misses a shot. Got the best reads on the fucking planet.
That's good comms. I'll hit him up. Yes, we're back. You could probably predict the roster.
Mm-hmm. You, Jakey, Care Bear, and Mischief.
Right. Yes. Welcome back to the Boston Burgers Mischief.
Oh god.
Get
If you'll
attacked
have
by
us.
a cat.
Christ. He won't have us.
He will.
He won't.
There's a small chance of that.
No, but I asked Morph in pregame of our game tonight. Same roster as you guys running right now. Tita, Moja, you and Morph.
That's the thought, at least.
That's the thought. Damn.
That's the thought. There might be a change.
Kover's gonna drop someone
again.
Again.
Unfortunately, it's going to have to be the Spang Bev team captain.
Oh, no, you can't keep doing that to him. You can't. You simply can't. He doesn't deserve it.
Tell him to do better.
I didn't even put one out last week. I completely forgot.
He's been gone.
Yeah, he's been avoiding games. That's crazy out of him.
No way. He's going to break.
He just doesn't want to be Spangbab that bad.
I wouldn't either.
He's so in fear of it that he would rather get the Spangbab DNF than not get the actual Spangbab. Anyways, I think that's about the only rosters right now. Obviously, fucking, because, contract locked, Tom and I are going to be playing with some people. I will say what Tom wanted to do. Tom wanted to do me, Ven, and Preston, and he signed up for that only for me to have to tell him, you realize Ven can't play, right? And then he deleted the sign up. So
yeah, that's a quick way to nuke a team.
Yeah, so we're looking right now. I think that's all the rosters, though.
I'm guessing SBC are gonna stick too, right? For Cold War.
Oh, yeah, I think they are.
So that's another one.
I want to say that after the podcast, Windmills made a comment about that. He asked us if we were running a Cold War league, and then we told him yeah, and then he said something like, he said something to the effect, so then we'll be back then.
I'm pretty sure they'll be back.
Oh shit, that's 4 teams right there.
Yeah, that's already half the league.
I assume that various members of Step Bro will be playing as well, as they're already playing Cold War 8. So I imagine that various members of Vibe will be playing. There are lots of players who are going to be returning. Just maybe not the same.
I don't know about Roni Nips though, because Diver Jim put himself a free agent.
I saw that. I was amazed by that. You know what's crazy too? Those guys are actually a lot better at Cold War than this game. So I really thought they were going to run it back.
Yeah,
I've played with those guys in Cold War 8s, and I was like, damn, okay, maybe they can't. Maybe they'll play next season. But
I was watching Diver Jim in that S&D tournament that the CRL had. I think that was last weekend. Cat keeps jumping at my face, man. But he was doing his thing in Cold War Search, kind of surprised me. So I'm sure that'll be one of their strong suits if they run that team back.
He got gifted a fucking God Squad on that S&D tournament.
Yeah, they were kind of frying. I didn't get to watch all the way through, so I don't even know how far they made it. I know they didn't get to finals, so probably not that great.
I think that's all like the confirmed rosters. Obviously anybody who's seen playing Cold War is probably going to come back, as well as some other people who just didn't care to play in MW2 and will be coming back to play Cold War. But that being said, talking about current rerun league, part of the reason we wanted to have Kover and K1llaghost here was to talk about the past rerun league, because as everybody knows, over in between this current MW2 season and the last one, we worked with them and we came together so we could run it back with them. They helped us where we needed it to run the old games, and we helped them where they needed it, and we started doing it. So part of the reason that I wanted you guys on here at least is so I don't know, I want to be able to ask you guys about the original plans with it and everything, what really got you guys wanting to start it and everything, what it was like in those early days. I know we've talked about what CGI was like in the early days a lot here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember exactly, Kill. I think we just started playing 8s on Black Ops 3 one day, right? And then, I don't know, there was what was that?
No, I was going to say, I think we were kind of already midway through Vanguard, tired of Vanguard, so we were oh, let's fucking play something else. And then we saw that Black Ops 3 was $20 or some shit on sale.
Yep.
And we just started doing 8s. And then we were like, hey, maybe we could do a little, a little mini league, 4 teams. I think it was 4 teams, right? Only.
Yeah, because I mean,
we play each other.
Yeah, there's like 16 of us in that chord. We just had a little 4-team league of pool play and very small bracket, but it was a lot of fun, especially since everybody in the league kind of knew each other. There's a lot of people that were interested in it, like when we were streaming. Like we were pulling decent numbers on streams actually. Like we had a consistent 30 every time we went live, but yeah, people were like following the Twitter. Our Discord got decently large, I think. Not huge, but I mean, there's people interested. And then we like announced our combine to do like a draft for a season 2, and then like nobody showed. And then like the next Vanguard season for Serial came out, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, Vanguard, I love you, come back." And nobody wanted to play Black Ops. It was a shame.
Yep, that's basically how it went.
Choosing Vanguard over Black Ops 3 is crazy.
I mean, we live in cursed times.
It was probably the most fun I had in a while playing in a league, because it was all guys I knew. You know, we would shit talk each other, but we knew we weren't like really serious or whatever. But it was real fun, a lot of fun.
We had the bodied shots text channel in the Discord server.
Like you guys
would just go hard in.
Yeah, exactly. Like you guys had your shit talk channel. We had the same thing. Like, it was like body shots, and it was just all chaos there. And me personally, I never played BO3. Like I skipped that year, so playing it for the first time and competitively, it was real fun.
Yeah, the game's goated for competitive.
I think it's the best jetpack game, like period, and definitely a top 5 COD for me.
Did you guys do Did you guys do the protect and ban even? Like
yes.
Yeah, we did all that.
Yeah, we did everything.
There was a point where I was using the KN and I was pretty decent with it so much that they would ban that shit, and I couldn't use it. I was fucking pissed.
We had my teammate from way back in the day, Hurley, who I met in Ghosts. He was like a god with the Man of War, and people would just hard counter him with blocking that.
Yeah,
it was a race to ban protect that.
He was gross.
Crazy. If I'm playing BO3, I choose that over the M8 because I genuinely believe it's better.
Late game, I think you're right. I mean, the weird thing about Treyarch is they always like nerf and adjust things after their game is out of cycle. So like you go back to that and it's not the VMP anymore. It's the CUDA.
I was say, were you guys running the CUDA by then? Because that
was now.
Because like the VMP would have. The VMP killed quicker, but it got like a massive recoil and damage range nerf, and it became really hard to run in all scenarios.
The CUDA was gross too. That's what you were running, right?
No, the CUDA would map.
Yeah.
The CUDA was like really good everywhere. That thing was.
Yeah. We almost considered like forcing people to use the old meta guns just to like save the nostalgia, but it was just ass.
Yeah, I played BO3 various times, and it would have been rough running a VMP. It was just so inconsistent after that nerf. Like, there were times where you would be like, you would fucking insta-kill someone, and you would think that it was the same gun. There were other times where you would literally whiff every shot, because the gun just fucking...
Yeah. The only thing about that game, you could tell the host has host powers. Like, shout out Morph, my man with the M8. Brother.
You're on 0 ping with a burst gun, it's over.
Yeah,
bro,
just one bursting people.
Last year I played, I think, Wally in some BO3-8s and some cord on host last year. And that guy was running an M8 against the rest of us who were trying to fucking run auto guns.
Yeah.
Shit was crazy.
The real play was to pull out the breachy shotgun. It was allowed.
Oof. Yeah, that thing's gross. What's the pistol, the burst pistol?
The
It's
RK5.
like the the RK5. That thing's fucking gross too.
That thing is really good.
Yeah. Especially in 2023. If you're on your Xbox One and you're like lagging already, it was like fine, but then you get into PC COD and everybody's just one bursting everybody with that thing.
Balanced.
Was there ever a time where you guys kind of like tried like getting it back, doing it again, like, you know, in between that season and then obviously like when we started talking to you guys about it, we're like, even if it was just between you guys, you were like, hey, we should run it again.
So right before MW2 came out, we were trying to do like a little S&D tournament on MW19.
Okay.
Which again nobody was really interested in August or September or whenever it was. So that kind of fell through as well. It's hard to get people on the old CODs. Like everybody says they want to, but then when it comes time, like you get a lot of people flake out.
Oh yeah. It's hard to get people to play It's hard to get people to play the current COD. It's like
Yeah.
Now that the servers got fixed for like all the old CODs, do you guys think it would be possible to go back even further if you had enough people with like Xboxes?
I know that's something that Ven and I have talked about it here and there, and while it would be possible, at the end the conclusion that the conclusion I've come to is that if anything, we might be able to run like weekly or bi-weekly show matches at times where, we get, 8 people to sign up, we put together a team and we have them all load up to go play, a best of 5 SND on fucking Ghosts or MW2 or some shit.
Kind of sucks to go back to that though, because you gotta buy a console if you don't have one, and you gotta get Xbox Live again, and like it's a whole hassle.
That's why when we were talking about it, it's like we could try, but at the end of the day, the idea of like a whole league is probably not gonna ever work. Going back to a console, maybe we can get a couple streamed games here and there where we had people sign up for the fun of it. That's kind of the conclusion I'd come to when thinking through it, and like really thinking about the reality of it. Because even then, like not only someone with an Xbox would have to like be there, we also have to have a 9th man who has a capture card and can do it. Or it's like, which in all fair, like that's not that bad. Like I know I have one and I could maybe run it, but even then, it's like if I'm unavailable, it's just like as far as running a real league, very big pipe dream. We can maybe do a couple things here and there though on them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just waiting for Black Ops 4 to get aim assist on PC. That's all I really want.
If we got that, we could actually run a league on. I think we could maybe get enough people to run a small league on that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, 100%.
I believe in Microsoft. They brought back the old servers for Xbox, so you never know. You never know what they could do.
The only reason that I think that would be like such a thing is because it's the PC port and it's on BattleNet and it doesn't have it, so they would like no shit have to go back in there and re-implement that into the game. And obviously, like that's not like it's impossible. Obviously, they have it on other games. I just think that it would be a big ask because that would probably be like, I don't know, that would be the biggest work for any individual game they've done, in my opinion. Obviously,
I feel like all it is a little flip. They gotta flip the switch and turn aim assist on.
You think they have it ready?
I mean, they're not gonna like pull code out of the game just to turn aim assist off. They're just gonna have some high level thing that just on and off.
Yeah.
Well, so that's, I don't know. The only reason that I wonder about that is because, like, obviously, you've played that game on PC? Like,
I haven't.
Oh, so, I mean, in my opinion, most PC CODs, they are the same game, but they're not the same because PC ports have always been put secondary up until, like, MW19.
MW19, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like some of those old CODs, like, that don't have aim assist, I genuinely don't believe that they have it in the code even. Like, some of the older ones.
The whole thing that came out this week is that a lot of the Steam games are on sale for COD, and like many of them have aim assist. It's like everything but World War II that has aim assist.
I think
for some reason.
Yeah.
So it's like BO2 and before, and then so it's like pretty much Ghosts to, I think World War II has aim assist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of those games have. So
Ghosts, all the jetpacks.
Ghosts, all of jetpacks, World War II have aim assist, but BO4 and everything BO2 doesn't, I believe. Because like I know that BO1 and BO2 don't. I don't think any of the original MWs have aim assist. I know obviously like Plutonium has put it in there on some of them, but I think like as far as the core game they don't.
I think like COD Agent is running PC COD leagues right now, or like tournaments on those old CODs though, like just this last week. I don't know. I haven't looked that far into it. They're on sale. Go buy them.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, in all fairness, us running an old COD league, it does start with you guys.
Yeah.
We can play in as much as we want, but
now that they've shut down all of our free alternatives.
Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
That was a big blow.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think about X Defiant? You think it's gonna be a good comp game?
I think it has potential. I think
I have low expectations.
I'm with Hotbox. I don't have a whole lot of expectations.
I think it has potential. I think there were a lot of like, the core game itself was fun, and I think it could be a good shooter. But obviously, like, it was odd. You know, a lot of the guns were very kind of wonky. The servers in those betas,
I have zero fucking faith in those guys.
That's where I'm at too.
The servers in the beta weren't great. I do think that specialists probably would not be a good part for that game because, frankly, those specialists are not competitive at all unless everybody's running stim shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, obviously, this would be like Respawn Siege pretty much. You know, lots of health, specialists, or like people with powers that are all unique. It's like, normally it wouldn't seem like that kind of game. And like Siege has seen success in esports, obviously, but I think it would be a bigger leap for this one.
That's what I've always felt about that game, because I played it in alpha like over a year ago. It just always felt like faster Rainbow Six for some reason. I mean, it was a Tom Clancy game originally before it got just turned into X Defiant, so it makes sense, but I don't know. Something about it feels weird.
It does. It's like, I don't know if maybe it's just because like they're not fully committing to it because it's like always been in beta and shit or what it is, but like all the public releases that we're getting, there's something that does like just feel off about playing it. Like it doesn't feel right.
It's fun and a little bit refreshing, but I just don't see it lasting, I guess.
No.
Maybe like a Splitgate and Halo kind of situation.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
I wish Splitgate stayed around longer. I quite enjoyed that game.
Dude, once people figured out how to actually use portals, I was out, bro.
Portals,
those clips are insane.
Portals were fucky, but I enjoyed the game. Yeah, I don't know. Also, at the end of the day, too, most Ubisoft games do die really quickly nowadays. Like, any multiplayer ones, any single-player ones, any crossover, any ones where you can do both, like Far Cry or like the Wildlands games, the Ghost Recon stuff, those all die quick. Ubisoft just doesn't have they don't have good ways of keeping an active player base, so I think it'll be hard for them to get to a point where they can even run a competitive scene in the game. I think we'll see a lot of people trying, you know, a lot of like tournaments and stuff when it first comes out, but I
could see them like hosting a league at first and like giving it a season or two to run, but if people like don't actually stray from COD to play it, like I don't see it going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't really see a lot of people just seeing that and wanting to play it competitively either, because like obviously how it plays, that's very much like a COD is like the closest game to it, so it's like it's gonna be a lot of those players, and if they don't like it or if it's still kind of weird, then you're probably not gonna see a lot of people playing it.
Yeah, there'll probably
kids, man.
Yeah, there'll be a decent amount of challengers kids. I think probably try to just immediately go pro in it if they do it.
If there is like a pro scene, you'll definitely see a lot of people try to make that switch over for a bit, but I think we'll end up seeing the same people come back.
Yeah.
It'll be just like Halo. When Halo dropped, everybody switched over. They were there for a good 3 months, realized that the game's not really being supported, and they're going to come right back.
And vice versa. Back in like
they're going to retire.
Halo pros came over to COD, and only a few lasted.
Are you guys hyped for MW3 at all?
Yeah.
I mean MW2 too?
Yeah, exactly.
Squared. It's red now.
It's red.
I'm happy for it. I'm always happy for new Call of Duties because even if they fucking suck, they'll always be fun for a bit. Just happy to get something new, and it'll be pretty hard for them to make something worse than this game. I'm not saying they can't, but I think it'll be difficult.
I don't know.
There's nothing like the first 2 months of a COD though.
Yeah,
like it could be bad, and it's just good vibes.
Even playing the beta, like, I always have fun in a beta, regardless of how shit it might be or what game modes I'm playing, just because it's something new. Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's gonna be fun, and it's like, yeah, like it's 3 months down, like 3-4 months into the game, I might hate it because I figure out, oh, it's far worse than MW2. I missed all this, but
as long as we're not using the Vaz and the TAC again, it's fine.
Yeah, I really
we'll figure it out.
I heard that like they were talking about putting all of the MW2 guns still in the game.
Well,
yeah, they will because the skins are supposed to transfer over. So
the original plan was to just make like additional content, and I don't think that plan changed. I think they're just charging us for it. So
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
expect quality there.
I don't know. If they do that, obviously, one, I hope there are better guns that end up being meta, and two, if not, then I hope that, you know, all of the like competitive scene just decides, yeah, fuck this, we're not using any year one guns. Like,
I'm ready for the UMP and Scar meta, or not Scar, the ACR.
yeah, yep.
I heard there's gonna be red dots and Daddy supposedly. That's
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Dude,
Yeah.
fuck the red dots on the mini map. I just want one that's viable to put on my gun.
I mean, there's red dots in gun game right now. That
There's
doesn't
red
mean
dots
it's
in-
in competitive.
That's
there's
hilarious,
red dots
man.
in gun game. There's red dots in like some hardpoint Warzone game mode that's out. Like, there's red dots in multiple things. It's just, it's not
That's
part of the
another
core
thing.
game, and they don't bother turning it on for us.
That's another thing. They kind of killed Warzone. Warzone 2.0 sucked. OG Warzone was vibey as fuck.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
how
think
did they manage that, man?
I'm interested to see what that'll be as well, because like obviously they can continue with Warzone 2.0, but I don't know. I'm interested to see what Warzone looks like going into the next game, if they even bother changing anything or if they just add content to it.
There was nothing like watching like Dr. Disrespect, Tim the Time Man play some Warzone and Verdansk. That shit used to be vibes, man.
Yeah,
Bring back Blackout.
Yep.
Oh, Blackout was
honestly.
fire too.
At the end of the day, I think that like, I don't know, battle royales really were a fad, and obviously we've seen some stay around. Like, obviously Apex still continues to be successful and stuff, but that has like a big casual and a big competitive basis, and it's like that game is a solely BR. Fortnite was really big, but obviously it's died down quite a bit. I'm certain they still make a fuck ton of money off of it, but it's obviously died down. It's just like most BRs just like they're not around anymore. You know, only the big ones lasted, and at the end of the day, it's kind of just like there's not really, I don't know. I don't believe that there's not really a big point for them investing like a lot into it to actually make it better instead of just recycling the same shit and making the money off of it they can. So it's like at this point I would rather them just get rid of it entirely, just because it's like they're not doing anything new with it.
DMZ.
I hate that shit.
That's the new flagship
that
game
has
mode,
always-
baby.
There's some dog shit game mode every single year that I will play once and say, damn, this is ass, and never come back.
That had to have
Is
been the
it-
most scuffed idea ever. Like,
It's between that and the fucking skins locked behind the raids on like
The
expert
raids are
mode.
badass, though.
Really?
I fuck with the raids.
okay, I haven't done.
They-
I got
they
tempted
kinda
to go
take
get
too
that
long.
green one.
They kind of take a little long to me, but because you gotta beat it once regular and then once again on expert, which is dumb.
I'm here for it. I mean, if you get a 3-stack and you're running the raid all night, it's kind of fun.
No, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not.
Especially the third one, I think. Like that one has like puzzles and mind games in it. Like
bad. Yeah, that one was
The-
fun.
the most recent one was kind of ass. You just gotta like be James Bond and go through lasers. It was lame. But
I think that's probably, in my opinion, like a better option for them than trying something like DMZ, because that's like, oh yeah, let's put Tarkov inside of Call of Duty. It's been like the most hardcore game mode, the most hardcore first-person shooter there is, and mash it with the most fucking casual one there is, and let's see how it goes. Like the raids.
it was
That's
just a
kind of
bot
more.
simulator.
Yeah, that too. You have you're just running into bots nonstop. You're really just eat money in the easiest way. It's like you're literally running around looking for loot and then running away. It's like it's not like it was difficult in it. Which one? I don't know. The raids I can see a little more because obviously like raids, those got popular from like Destiny, and Destiny is like it's like a casual FPS and like an open world RPG and shit. So I can see that transferring a little better into Call of Duty. Especially if they actually do put good stuff in it. Like that green reactive moving skin that you got from one of the raids, I was so tempted to go get that when that came out.
it's
Like,
dope.
That's the newest one, I think.
Is it okay? If they put really
Yeah.
cool shit like that in, like really cool shit, that's a good way to incentivize
Well,
playing that.
There's a new update one tomorrow, so you might see a new raid, new skin. So
Yeah, but they need to do it earlier in the game to make it popular. Like they should have been they should have been investing into the raids and putting stuff like that in like right when they came out, in my opinion. Like, I don't know.
because
I think it came out with season 1, like the first raid did, and it had
Did it have like a good
I'm-
good reward?
It had a weapon. It had the honey badger or whatever, I think.
Oh, see, I think that's a bad idea, putting weapons behind like DMZ and those games, because like there's other ways to get it. Like it's in the battle pass, or like after the season you can unlock it through some challenge, because obviously they're not going to lock it to one season. I think they need to reward people by like skins, camos, fucking, I don't know, just like, I don't know, real like tangible shit that you really have to get from this, and there's no other way to get it.
The events have skins too, I think. Like
yeah, like I got
you get like 100 kills with the AR or some shit.
Some of those are cool. I got the boys skin, that diabolical one. It's not bad.
Yeah, the best ones.
Go for it.
The best one. My bad. The best one. I missed out on it though. Was I don't know if you guys have it. The cherry blossom one.
Oh yeah,
it looks really nice.
See, that was really dumb of them because they made it. They didn't show the reactive camo until after that event had like almost ended. Like they didn't tell people that they were gonna have a bigger reward. It was only like the single ones at first. Or sorry, not the single ones. My bad. They didn't make that camo move and be reactive until a month after the event ended, is what it was. There was that final like blue cherry blossom camo that you got, but it was just a still camo. It wasn't like all cool and shit yet. I don't know. So yeah, like that's the thing. Like I don't know. They kind of messed up by like changing that at the end, because it went from just being like a cool normal camo to being like a mastery camo after they did that.
So what are the odds Modern Warfare 3 actually has new maps?
That's another thing I heard too, that they were gonna. All they gotta do is really remaster old ones. Like,
I don't want only remasters. That's gonna be so.
Like, will we see High Rise and Terminal? You think?
I think they should.
I think they should, and I think that they could play fine on S&D, but at the end of the day, we're still going to have a bad respawn map pool, because we can't play a lot of those on respawn.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of those maps would be horrid for Hardpoint. Maybe we can find, like, one or two that could play Control. Like, maybe, but a lot of those maps just, like, because Hardpoint wasn't around back then, so they didn't even have to worry in the slightest about making a map compatible with it.
Arcade and...
Forgot about that.
I could see us going back to CTF this year, though. Because they put CTF in this coming season of MW2, so it's like there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I think it might be better than Control on these retro maps.
I would take a shitty CTF in this game over Control. Only because, like, I don't know. I think with this game's pacing, assuming that the next game is going to be similar, I think CTF would play fine. And especially if there are some old maps that we could throw them in.
I think Gridiron didn't get a good shout back in World War II. I think they should have tried it longer. I think they should have tried it longer.
You're being serious on this?
I'm being dead ass. I think I have it cracked too of what was wrong. It was that you could throw it on the ground. I think what they should have done is that you have a portal in the ground that you can run to, and one in the air that you can throw to. Because then there's still the skill gap of like throwing it, and I mean, it's on the ground, you can run at it. I mean, that was the whole problem in my mind, is people kept hitting ones over and over, and it was just not fun. I think that would have been better than where we're at now with Control.
I mean, honestly.
Because I wonder what they'd have to, like, change it, obviously, you know, like, make it, like, better for this game setting. Because, like, obviously they probably wouldn't put, like, a fucking football in there. I can see them, like, changing some shit where it's like a package, or like a bomb, or some, like, some like war, like a weapon of mass destruction. They have to like get to the other end or some shit like that, you know? Like,
I mean, we got Care Bears and Nicki Minaj in the game. I don't think it matters anymore.
Okay, that's fair, but that's only for money, you know?
True. I'll pay for uplink.
Would there be any MW19 maps you would like to see come back?
No.
No. Maybe, and that's a big maybe.
I don't think there were any original maps in 19 that I think would be worth bringing back already. The maps are going to have to get a lot fucking worse for me to want to play those. I'll be honest, there's a lot of maps in this game that I actually would take over MW19 maps. As shit as I thought these maps were, like, I would rather load into a lot of these than the MW19 respawn maps.
Unfortunately, our maps are just Warzone POIs. We don't actually have maps.
That's also the thing why I think they're gonna have to bring in a lot of maps in this game, just because, like, unless they're gonna make a whole regardless, there's gonna be a lot of new maps, because either one, they make a new Warzone map and give us a bunch of new.
They are making a new Warzone map. They already said that.
So either they do that with it and they just put a bunch of those in again, or they give us a bunch of old maps. So either way, we're probably going to get quite a few that comes out. I just hope that they fucking don't make us load the whole thing again.
Dude.
Why do I have to load the entire downtown district when I have 2 buildings on Embassy?
Just go play Warzone. What are you doing?
You're right. That's the big lesson of W2. They were just really trying to get us to play Warzone.
Why are you playing comp? Warzone is so cool.
I actually gave up on Warzone 1 like super early in its cycle. Like the Growl meta was the last.
Damn.
Was the last I played. Played it hard as fuck though, and then just, yeah.
I quite enjoyed Warzone 1 all the way up until the latter half of like when the Cold War stuff was in. I even thought when the initial Cold War integration happened, it wasn't too bad. It was more when they started doing weird shit, like started destroying a bunch of the map. When they added like the bank heist thing with Bruce Willis and Rambo, you know, the zombies, all of that. Like when they started doing stuff like that, it was cool, but it definitely made like the normal game bad. Like the events were cool, but it made like when it lasted in the game after the 2 weeks, I was like, wait,
No.
this is normal now.
Verdansk was just goated, and then the first Rebirth map was really good too. But after that, they fucked up.
Verdansk and that Alcatraz map did play really well. They did. In all fairness, though, they just stole that from BO4. No originality.
And that came out like COVID time, so it was like peak, not doing shit, just playing all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gaming.
Yep. I remember those things.
That definitely helped a lot, too. That game was very popular because people didn't have shit else to do.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Go to work? No, you're going to play Warzone. That's just how it was.
So let's get some hot takes. Who do you guys think is going to win this Modern Warfare 2 season?
For CGI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know mine.
Will it be on stream?
Yeah. Oh, you sick fuck. I guess.
I got the Alley Cats.
You get the Alley Cats?
Personally. I think they're pretty good.
Let's go.
Coming from Boston Burger resident Kover, you know, no stakes in the game, but he's
None.
Cats. I like that.
A good story would be One Shot versus Alley Cats, and Mischief spawns in, and like
I demand that because he didn't want to play us last week.
Ooh. Wait, he chose not to play you guys last week?
I don't know if he chose, he just didn't.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he intentionally was like, no, I'm not playing.
I don't know. Killa, did he want to play?
I plead the fifth.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, point is, I would love Johnny to get his revenge on us. I think he would slam us and drop 50 every map in grand finals. But
that would be a storybook ending.
It would.
I definitely think One Shot is probably the high contenders. I mean, especially after last night. Kind of piss slamming SBC that, you know, they got one more test in the MILF Hunters, but after that, like, is there no one else?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might come. I think it's gonna come down to a MILF Hunters one-shot grand finals, assuming they don't have to play each other beforehand.
I could definitely see an Alley Cats Roni Nips final.
That would be a true story. Imagine everybody
Boomer's got to let them in.
Imagine everybody forfeits for the next 3 games to get them there.
I think we forfeit too.
You gotta fit. They just have 5 forfeit wins in a row. I mean, that'd be the truest.
Make it happen.
You know, it's the one team that they truly took a map off of throughout all of the CGI so far, and they managed to come back and, you know, get their win. I mean, okay, wait, that's something I gotta talk about actually, because that's something. What the fuck was that game in season 1? Who was it? You and Moja or you and T-Dub that were racing for those kills?
Dude, I mean, it was. I don't remember what the name of the night was, but whoever had most kills was getting a prize. So I mean, of course it was a kill race, and I have to say that I was leading until the last 3 seconds of the hard point when my good teammate in Christ, Moja, team killed me and let TW get a 3-piece and beat me by 1 kill. So I still hold that to my heart.
You got killed by Moja for like
Yes.
T-Dub to come in and pick up off of that?
Yes.
That's
To
a
sweep
bad
3
play
kills
if I've
and
ever
get
heard
1
it.
kill ahead of me.
I'm pretty sure that was on stream.
I
It
think
was.
It was.
Yep.
You could go watch.
I remember seeing it, just dying laughing.
That was, yeah.
I lost full.
Yeah, 120 to 121. What's great, you did so much better than him too, is the wild part. You just lost by 1 kill.
Nah, he's my good AR senior main R in Christ, so he deserved it.
I think that's probably my CGI like favorite game ever. I'll be honest. I had so much fun watching and casting that. Like I'll be entirely honest. That's just like that's so high up there for
They
me.
beat us in S&D though.
Yeah, I think was it Diver Jim? Somebody went off.
Diver Jim.
Diver
Yeah.
Jim had like 10 kills in that map.
we probably wouldn't have got the kill record if we didn't go map 4. So.
No, you would not.
Oh.
Was it because there was someone else that week who like actually like went the distance or some shit.
What do you guys think about doing like an all-star game like next time? Like in the middle of the season.
That would go hard.
That's something. It would be interesting. We never really looked into it just because usually like I'll just be frank. People have such a passion that we have hard enough getting them on for their fucking normal game. Like, so, like
I remember we used to do that in like CRO.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
we
surprised by
like,
the
try to do
turnout.
all-star games.
People would,
And it used to
people
be
would show
fun.
up.
people
Yeah, it
did.
used to be real fun.
That's when was it fucking Raccoon Dog started wall banging through that.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Yo,
Berlin?
That's
that
my
Yo,
that's my
that
most viewed
clip-
Twitch clip.
yo, Sensei in that clip always makes me laugh. He's like, "What the?"
Dude, that's crazy. I had just lost to Raccoon Dog in Silver Pre-Made like a week before that, and then I saw that, and then I was like, "The fuck is this?"
I'm playing Raccoon Dog and Plat CRL playoffs on Saturday.
I
wish
saw
me
that.
luck.
I was,
Wish
I was,
me
gonna,
luck.
I had to play
I
him
was
in
gonna-
last season.
I was gonna say, Kover, if he spawns in, say goodbye to your chances, man.
Okay, wait. They weren't cheating this year, but my god, they were the most game abusing, like glitching sons of bitches that I had played all year. They were doing shit that I didn't even know about. I'm gonna keep it frank. They stair glitched us. They ran 3 trophies. We forfeited them for that. Shout out Dak. He helped us on that one. Yeah. Be aware. Look for shit that you can catch them on, because they did a lot to us last season.
You know how bad Host is in Cold War, right? Like, and they used to. I remember playing them in playoffs in Cold War, and they host from Hawaii.
Yep.
So
What?
Oh,
that
shit.
was
They're the
that
Maui
shit
team.
So we have to win the coin flip.
Have to win the coin
I'm
flip.
gonna start practicing coin flips. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're an all Hawaii hosts.
Fun.
Every time I've played them, I've been like my only teammate under 70 ping.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Can't
bro.
wait.
So
That seems fair and balanced.
Yeah. Entirely.
I'm excited though. The Rewind League sounds great. We've got a good rest of the season here. Playoffs is always going to be fun. So we got a lot going on here, man.
Oh yeah. There's always going on here. I will say, Kill. That's not a bad idea. I think we could maybe look into doing it like maybe like an All Stars game
Or like
the
a break or something, right? Like something
I would-
like a in the middle
I was
of the
thinking,
season,
like-
or
I was thinking like almost like literally right before playoffs. We won like because normal season happened and then we just run it right there just one night or something. I think we could maybe do something like
Yeah, we
that.
could. I like the idea of that.
How
Yeah,
would we
just-
decide
just-
who the All-Stars are?
Staff decision.
how we used to do it in CRO was like a vote, like the captains, each captain of the teams would vote, like their all-star or whatever. Yeah, so they would nominate like a team all-star. Yeah.
Boomer would vote for himself. He's like, "Fuck these guys."
I remember because
I would vote for whoever our best player was that wasn't me or Tom. I wouldn't vote Tom, and I wouldn't vote myself because of bias. So I have a 50-50 decision on who's going in.
Yeah, those were always fun to cast too and shit, because you see some crazy stuff.
Put one of my substitutes in.
Yeah, I imagine everybody's just ego channeling in an all-star game.
Yeah, we have it's all for fun too.
A lot of the clips, I think it was because we did it on Kover's channel. I think a lot of the clips are on his channel. Like I remember ACOT, like in Bokage SND, I think he like clutched a 1v3 or some shit. I don't remember, but there's a lot of clips there, and the raccoon dog, of course, clips.
Yeah. All I'm hearing pretty much the night, watch Cool Guys Invitational at Twitch TV, but also watch Kover with 2 R's at Twitch TV. Yep. 3 R's? Damn.
And
there's a lot of Kovers, unfortunately.
Oof. That can only be one.
Yeah, there's only one real one though, and it's whoever that first guy was that got the normal R.
Yeah, I didn't even get it on Discord. I have to have an underscore.
That's
damn.
I don't get dude. There was no other Boomer 2526. Not a single one.
Weird.
Weird. I tried taking Boomer at first, but that didn't work. I did try taking that.
They don't let me make my name because they need minimum 3 fucking letters.
Just Oz is my name.
Literally, I did Oz. Nope, name's too short.
That's kind of whack. Can't just do 2.
No.
Like the Crim6 Cold War name.
C6.
Dude was C6 the whole year.
Boomer used to be B6 for a while.
I did go down to B6 at Vanguard.
I remember B6 at Vanguard.
Dude, I had to change it. That guy was an asshole. There was something about that name. It made me different. He was a lot more.
What the fuck?
He was a lot more toxic than normal Boomer. You ever want to hear it? Ask Kyle or Jakey. That guy was an ass.
I think Boomer and B6 are the same guy.
We've never been able to team together, unfortunately. I would have loved to. I could have kept him in check.
Yeah.
No, that's a part of me that I hide now. I tried taking all the skill that I had from that time and taking it from him and then just leaving the dickhead behind.
That's like Reebok and Kover.
Yes. Go follow Revoke the Joke on Twitter.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Revoke.
Was that?
Didn't T-Dub have like an altar thing?
He's got sleeve dub.
Oh yeah,
because he wears a gamer sleeve.
Wait, does he actually?
The fuck is a gamer sleeve?
Like gamer sleeve.
Like athletes, they have like a sleeve, right?
Yeah.
He wears one at the game.
How do you think he moves the way he does, bro?
Does it make him shoot better?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a pain management thing. It's got the carpal tunnel syndrome.
Has he ever tried taking it off though? And it's like it hurts.
He shoots wind.
He
shoots wind.
My idea was, it's like it hurts, but it's unleashing his full potential.
No. He needs the sleeve. It's part of it now. Okay. I think it's stuck to his skin actually.
So he's no longer T-Dub then. He's only
sleeve dub, right?
Yeah, that's all he is.
He changed his name in the game. That shit goes hard.
T-Dub's not bad. I'm not gonna be entirely honest. I 100% thought it was a reference to a sex toy when I saw that in the Boston Burgers cord. Without a doubt, that's what I believed.
Nope.
100%. That was the only thing that came to mind for me. I was like, oh, and he's like, he has a cat girl picture in there too, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, it's the anime girl cat pic. Like it's his alter ego. He has to be cracked. He's 18 when he's sleeved up. So
he's 18 when he's sleeved up.
Right.
Oh, that's great.
Not otherwise.
Not otherwise.
I need to get a sleeve, bro.
No, fuck.
Dude.
Start bringing the sport into the E.
I mean, I can
I'm
wear a
down.
sleeve while playing COD, but I can't show that on cam.
Wait a second.
I mean, why not?
That's for our OnlyFans page.
Yeah, have you ever looked at, OnlyFans, or maybe like a mini-vids or a Fansly or something like that? Cool Guys Invitational. I'm not gonna lie, I was working out the other day, and I was thinking about that. I was like, what if eventually we get big, like we get bigger, and that's our next branch out every way we can.
Yeah, people would pay to see T.
That's the thing, dude.
Yeah, bro, I'll jerk it on camera. I ain't scared.
Dude, there's a lot of us that simply don't have like the what's the word? The shame or like the care.
Yeah. I mean, little known Tmorgg fact is there's actually a YouTube video of me putting a THC soaked tampon in my ass. Good after morning on YouTube. You want to check that out?
Link in bio?
Oh, I could drop a link.
Jeez.
Not graphic, you don't see it, but definitely
Leave
happens.
that down in Osworld, gentlemen.
I might have to do some research after we get off the pod here. Let you guys know.
Dude, you are a wild man, my friend. And I love it.
Oh
You
my
are
god.
wild.
Oh, dude. I've been wanting to tell this one on this podcast for a while, and now that I've thought about it, it's probably a good time to do it. But very first time I ever casted Call of Duty, it was in, I think, the fall season of Vanguard for CRL. I'm on stream with Top Life Goon. And another little known Tmorgg fact, I have the bladder of a small Korean schoolgirl. So I piss often, like a lot. And we're mid map 3. It's a like kind of back and forth control. I gotta fucking piss. And I didn't piss beforehand for whatever reason. So, I'm like literally jumping in my seat. And Top Life starts casting, and I'm like, I got this cup actually next to me. And I'm like, you know what?
Oh no.
Oh my
Like,
God.
let me take a leak real quick. There's no cams, so I just sneakily piss. And later on in the night, we get into game 2. My throat's a little dry. And I'm like,
No.
fuck, dude, I need I need something to drink. Where's my cup? And I just reached down really fast, picked it up, took a sip, and was like, that's piss. All right. It was like mid-cast. We're on stream and everything. And I just kind of set it off to the side and was like, well, that happened.
Which game was that? It must be on their YouTube.
It definitely is. You'd have to do some research, but I could definitely figure out like what week of CRL it was. You
The
could
first
probably,
cast, we could find that.
yeah,
Find that.
you could probably catch me choking on stream a little bit.
Pops out of nowhere.
It's like, oh,
Find the
Yeah.
exact moment.
that was not good.
Hey, at least it was your own, bro. At least it was your own.
I mean, not gonna lie, it kind of tasted good.
Kinda tasty.
I've never
You
told
managed
Top
to
Life
discuss
that
Oscar.
either.
That's
I need to
crazy.
tell him. Be like, dude, I drank
Never
piss
told
one
him.
time casting with you.
Damn. All right. It
Thanks
looks
for
like we
tuning
did-
into the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. There's the way to end.
I think that's actually quite a good spot to end before
Good
we
way to end
unveil. Yeah, we could unveil a lot more things that could potentially, ruin
Oh,
us.
I've
So
got more
stop-
facts.
Yeah.
stop right
Yeah, but-
there.
If you want to hear
better-
more Tmorgg stories, just keep watching these episodes.
go
Yeah.
listen to his podcast. Is it Good After Morning?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, look on there for some very detailed facts. And come back here for what we uncover more with our live reactions. Who knows? Maybe one day we can make that a whole ass segment of its own. The wild shit Tmorgg has done.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do quite a few episodes.
Just fucking give him his own 30-minute section.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me your own 30 minutes.
You don't
Make our
want
job
that.
easier. Just film it yourself. Send it to Boomer, and we'll just get right into the fucking Do the recaps while you're at it. I'm just kidding.
But anyways, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for Kover and K1llaghost coming on. I appreciate you guys. You know, I wanted to get you guys on so we could talk about Rewind, but I'm very happy with where the conversations went instead. I'll be entirely honest. There's a lot more to it that I was much happier with.
Oh, man.
But anyways, thank you everyone for tuning into week 5, week 4.
Episode 4. This is
episode 4. Okay,
Damn.
sorry, we took a little break and I couldn't remember. But yeah, episode 4. Go check out Kover on Twitter at Corey Kover, or Twitch at Kover with 3 R's. K1llaghost is everywhere. He's the OG. Go check him out, or just DM him. Saying thank you for being who he is, because that also works. Thank you, of course, to Oz, Tmorgg, and Hotbox for being on with some good commentary. Check us out on Cool Guys Invitational on Twitch. Stream there every Monday. Check us out on Twitter for stats and other nonsensical things that Wags puts on there. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to episode 4 of the TOS Podcast, and come back next week.
Yeah.